Hello and welcome back to my crafting. It's been a few days, lots going on, but guess what just popped through my door? You know, if you watch me for any length of time, you know how much I love the day my Scrawlr box arrives. So for anybody that doesn't know, this is a monthly art subscription box. It's a complete mystery. If you've got no idea, as long as you've managed not to see any spoilers before yours arrives, you've got no idea what you're going to find in here. But it will be a curated selection of art supplies. Could be anything. Could be anything. It could be paints, pencils, crayons, inks, whatever. So let's get on with it and find out what's inside, shall we? It's quite a weighty one. It's a bit bulky at this end to the point where it's actually putting the box out of shape. I know when you're posting things you've got to be careful you don't go to, because this goes as a large letter this size, you've got to be careful it doesn't go over 2.5 centimetres that way, and I would say they're probably just about inside that. Let's get the rip strip gone and see what's inside. Nice colours, peekaboo, peekaboo. I like to drag this bit out for as long as possible. So I do love it. It's one of the, I love getting the art supplies, you know, things that perhaps I would never have tried otherwise. You know, that's always great. It makes me try new things. But the most exciting thing is just getting this little surprise, and the fact that it's all gift wrapped. You know, it is a little gift to myself every month. Pausing for a sip, keep myself in suspense a little bit longer. Right, let's just put this to one side for a minute. Have no surreptitious feel there. This is the Scrawlr zine. I'm not going to look at that yet. That's given me a little bit of some idea what might be inside, but oh, this is different. I don't even know if I've got it the right way up. It looks more like it should be that way up. Julie Avissar, born in London, now based in Israel, landscape artist. So drawing paper, you always get some kind of substrate. So sometimes we've had things like artboard or little canvas pieces. Usually it's some form of paper, and in this case we've got smooth white drawing paper, 250 GSM, so it makes me think it's not going to be a wet medium, but this kind of looks like paint. What if it's pastels or something? Anyway, let's get the box out of the way, find out what's inside, because this is the bit we all want to see. Save as much of the tissue as I can. Oh, you always get a sweetie too, spearmint chew. Oh, that takes me back. Usually the sweet is some kind of clue about the colours too. Eraser, I've got a lot of erasers. The thing is, I suppose what they're trying to do is that fit, you know, if you've got this box and you hadn't got any other art supplies, you'd be able to use this. Here's, you always get a sticker. These are going in my Create This book at the moment. Challenges where rivers, but I'm still keeping myself in suspense. Quick pick. Oh, it is some kind of crayon. I'm sure Emily said she predicted some kind of crayon. Play about with sweeping, scraping and scribbling your pastels to form tactile textures and fine details to your artwork. How exciting! Something a bit different. I have got a lot of pastels, but oh look, we've got oil pastel sheets as well as the drawing paper. Bonus there. They're very small though, but I mean it'd be really good for experimenting with textures and things. Sennelier, I've heard of these Sennelier ones. I've heard they're really, really good. Oh, they're sort of quite soft and sticky feeling. I've never used them. So these are oil pastels. Might be nicer to have had a bigger amount of this, which is specially made for these. I'm not quite sure where we got the drawing paper as well. I suppose it'd be interesting to see how these work on the drawing paper. We have also got a pencil 5B. I like a soft pencil. And then we've got this little I think that's called an orange stick, isn't it? You're supposed to use it if you bother doing your nails properly, like I don't. But anyway, that'll be for scratching into the pastels, won't it? And then we've got this blending stump, which, well, normally I would use it with the pencil. But it's almost like you could use it as two separate things. That and this with the oil pastel paper. Well, I'm quite happy with that on the surface of it. Yeah, I'm quite happy that that's something new to play with and something I know I'll enjoy. I'm not sure at the moment how they're going to go together, how these will work on that paper. Let's have a look inside. Scrawlr zine. Let's have a look in here and see what they say, because there's always extra. So you get this sort of breakdown of all the supplies with just a brief. On the back of here, it lists everything and how much it is and how they work and everything. I'm not sure I'd pay $3.49 for an eraser, so that might be the official price. High performance non-abrasive specialist artist eraser, ideal for pairing with the 5B pencil. Great at removing and absorbing darker and denser strokes of graphite. Okay, so yeah, alright, it might be an extra special eraser, and I'll be really interested to see how that works. Also easily erases soft coloured pencil. Okay, yep, I accept then. That's I'll give that a good try out in a bit. Anyway, I don't want to get too bogged down with that, because make the video way too long. The drawing paper, 10 sheets of smooth white drawing paper, ideal canvas for your creations. Create new colours and tones by layering up your pastels. Super soft with no compromise on pigment payoff. They do feel super soft when you touch them. And then this is for scratching away. Deeper, darker marks with the 5B pencil. Choose. Well, this is the first time that I felt like the sweet doesn't really have anything to do with the... Though, no, lovely sweet, but yeah. Normally it's really weird. They somehow managed to match the sweet to the contents. Here's the featured artist. Oh, she looks nice. Julie Avissar, so she's based in Israel now. I like reading the sit down with the artist. It's always interesting to read what kind of motivates and inspires other artists and how they got where they are. And look at the colours she uses in these landscapes. I love when people use kind of unlikely colours for things like that. I mean, you'd never see trees and things that colour, would you? But all that colour indeed. But yeah. Okay, so things to try. It's always handy to look at this before I swatch just quickly. Okay, get blending in. Blend the oil pastels out using the blending stump. Okay, or your finger. I've got a lot of blending stumps, but it's always nice to have more. You can use baby oil or linseed oil to smooth, blend and mix your oil pastels. Oh, that's interesting. I'll dig some of that out before I swatch then. Using a cotton swab to apply your oil to the page and get those pigments smooth and sleek. Oh, interesting. So I'll dig one of those out too. Try stippling. This is where you use small choppy strokes or dots onto your paper. Okay. Experiment with graffiti. That's where you scratch into it, isn't it? Artist's advice. Useful to keep a piece of kitchen paper next to me when drawing. The pastels can get dirty quite quickly when blending them. Gently turning them on the kitchen paper cleans them very easily. Well, that's handy to know. I usually plan my colour palette in advance. There, so I'm a bit lazy about that. But you can also use coloured pencils to scratch into your drawing, as well as the wooden stylus. Ah, interesting box. There's no mention of why we've got the oil pastel sheets and the drawing paper. It just seems a bit odd. I'm sure the oil pastel sheets will be obviously lovely with these. Obviously I'm going to have to try these on the plain drawing paper as well. And you know, a pad of smooth white drawing paper, nice heavy weight, is always going to be good, so I'm happy to have it. It just, yeah, I'm just a bit confused. Okay. Oh, look, this was a really challenging one. So this is a couple of months ago. We had these neon Pintor pens, and I love Pintor pens. Really love them. I'm quickly scanning to see if there's anybody on. No, I remember seeing this one for sure. I love that. I love all of them. All very different. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Somebody's used the... we had these neon Pintor paint pens, and then we also had a purple micron, and yeah, a few people have... I did this as well. You can see where people have... If you scribbled the micron on a palette and used water, you could create this kind of purple background. Oh, never actually bothered to read that bit before, to remember that before. Every month we pick our top 3. These 3 artists will be awarded 300 bonus Scrawlr points. That's good, because I think that's enough to buy you a box. I like the ones they've picked out because they're very different. I like all the others as well, but yeah, there were some amazing pieces out there. Started off okay. I'm intrigued by this one. In the middle of the lush green landscape. It feels like a secret. I started off with a layer of pink pastel in the area of the trees, and then continued to draw on top of it, covering up the pink. Interesting. This effect, I used a pink pencil to draw the lines of the trees into the soft pastel. Because for the Scrawlr challenge though, we should only use what's in the box. So although I've got a million coloured pencils there that I could use with this, and I will definitely try that technique for doing the Scrawlr challenge, I can only use what's here really. Let's get into a bit of swatching, shall we? Save the sweetie for later. Okay, I'm ready to go. I found some linseed oil, some cotton buds. I thought I'd try one coloured pencil because I'm just interested to see how it goes. Obviously can't use it for the challenge, it'd be cheating. I've also got just handy this I don't know what you call it, but you use it for cleaning and sharpening the blending stumps, so I thought I might need that. And I've got a bit of tissue for cleaning off my oil pastels. So I think that's all I need. I'm going to assume that these are kind of the bonus, and this is the paper that's kind of meant to be used with this, for this, like the Scrawlr chat. I don't know. I feel like these have come almost as a sample with the crayons. There are 5 sheets. It's really nice, heavy quality. It's heavier than this, which is 250, so must be at least 300, I would say. Oh, it's right there, 340. Yeah, so I will quickly try them on both, I think. But I'm assuming as they put this in, they must be intending this to be used with the pastels. I've just never tried using this kind of thing on this kind of paper, but at the moment there's no reason why it shouldn't work. So let's just try the pencil first. It's a 5B. Staedtler. Yep, so you get a lovely dark line with it, and I'm really interested to know, because yeah, normally you would have a bit of a, shall I just get a, so this is another rubber that I've just got on my desk, so yeah, you would have a bit of an issue rubbing out the dark line. Let's try it with this, see what I mean, it's doing it, but not completely. Where I'd really laid that graphite down quite densely, it's not taking it up completely, is it? I mean, I wouldn't normally, I would have expected a bit of an issue rubbing that out with whatever rubber I was using. But the fact that they're saying it's particularly good at erasing really dark marks, I was expecting it to do. I mean, I'm not pressing really hard. I've gone over a couple of times, but I'm not pressing extremely hard into the paper or anything. I'm just curious now to try kneaded eraser. Seem to all be doing about the same job, don't they, really? Okay, anyway. I'm also, since I've got a colour pencil there, it did say about soft colour pencils. Let's just, I'm curious to try that. Yes, I mean, not gone completely, but it's lifted it a bit. Just for comparison. So yes, it's definitely done a better job. Oh, I don't know. Well, okay. It's a perfectly good eraser. I'm a little bit disappointed about its ability to lift those dark graphite marks, given what it says. Great at removing and absorbing darker and denser strokes of graphite. Easily erases soft colour pencil. Maybe on a different paper, but then this is smooth drawing paper, I don't know. Okay, alright then, well, I've tried that out. So, next thing is the pastels. So I'm going to try just going, oh, they feel amazing when you put them on the paper. Now this is just, I'm just putting this on, I'm applying no pressure at all. Now I'm going to try smoothing it out with my finger. Oh, and it smooths out really easily. I'm just going to try putting a bit of this over the top. Oh, it's so soft, it's almost melting in here. Let's try just it's skittering around on the paper a little bit. I'm going to have to try it on that as well, because I'm not convinced this is the best paper for this. Again, I might end up keeping the paper to just use with the pencil. I think that's meant to mean press down and turn. My grip strength isn't what it was. As I get older, I'm struggling with this sort of thing. Well, that isn't going to get tried. I have to get my husband to open it for me. How frustrating. Okay, I'm going to quickly, let's just try all the colours. It's so soft and squidgy, this. So then I could also mix two colours on here. That's the artist tip about cleaning off in between when you're blending. Oh, I feel like this wouldn't last very long. Oh, I really need this open. Oh, crikey. Oh, I'm going to have to stop filming and go get my husband to open that for me. Okay, annoyingly had to ask a man to open a bottle for me. Put them next to each other. Try blending them together. This is going to take quite a bit of playing with, and it's going to get messy. It's not coming through the paper, so that's good. Let's just try. This is a really dark blue. Try the scratchy thing. Yeah, I can see how. I want to smooth that over again now. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I can see how you could like create all kinds of interesting textures with that. Now I've got to try the coloured pencil into it. Yeah. Yeah, I like the look of that. Oop. You can always, if you need to clean your blending stump and you haven't got one of these, you can just use a normal bit of sandpaper or like an emery board like that. Works just as well. And sometimes you just want to sharpen up the point as well as clean it. Okay. I just want to see now if that soft pencil will kind of blend out over the There's going to be a lot of different textures and techniques with these. I think what I need to do, I'm not convinced these are working at their best on this paper, but I'll reserve judgment. I'm going to just try it with a sheet of this paper that came with the pastels. God, I think this must be one of the most disorganised unboxings I've ever done. It's fun though. This is exactly what I want from a art subscription box. You know, it's making me I'm a little bit not sure what to do, but it's making me try something I've never tried before, and that's, for me, the surprise is a big part of it, but then, you know, just trying something new, that's that's the biggest thing for me. Okay, I'm going to just swatch them first on this paper just to see. You see, I immediately feel like they're looking better on this paper, but that might be just me. Oh, they go on so lusciously. I feel like some of them are even, so that one seems to go on thicker and softer than the others. I'm putting the white down even though you can't see it really. Okay, just going to try just, oh, my finger's dirty now. I tell you what, these just feel so much nicer on this paper. I don't know if it's because it's got a bit of texture, I don't know. Let's have a little go at, no, with this one, let's try scratching in with the stick. Yeah. Okay, and then with that white, I'm going to try just putting a little bit of that over the top and then blending it. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's where it was skidding, kind of feeling like it was skidding around on the surface of this paper. It feels like it's kind of gripping these pastel sheets, these oil pastel sheets better. I'm getting filthy and I'm getting the paper filthy, but never mind, I'm only playing. So I just want to try the kind of pencil thing again as well. Yep, I can see that could be fun, and I want to try blending these two together. Let's try just blending them with this. I feel like if I'm going to be craving anything, it's good. Last time I remember saying I want a bit of blue. This time I feel like I'm craving some kind of a red, or because I'm not, strictly speaking, for the challenge, I'm not allowed to use a coloured pencil, but I might cheat. I think safe to say I am going to very much enjoy playing with these. I think I will be, whether it's cheating or not, I mean, they do suggest it in the tips, so I feel like I'm justified. I think I will be adding in some cotton buds and my linseed oil from my own stash, and I think I'm going to probably enjoy working more on this with the oil pastels, and I know I've got some other bigger pieces of a similar paper, so I'll probably get that out. And I think I'm just going to keep this drawing paper because it's lovely drawing paper, but I didn't really enjoy using the oil pastels on it so much. But I did enjoy, one thing I haven't done on here is some, I can't believe how nicely this 5B pencil works over the top of the oil pastels. I wouldn't have expected that. So that's a very haphazard swatching. I'm not normally very organised with my swatching, but I feel particularly, let's get out of the way anything that didn't come with the box. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun and quite challenging box. It will make me, it's going to make me try something I've never tried before. So, and that, like I say, is the main reason for getting these boxes for me. Yes, the little surprise, I love the surprise, I love the opening, but what I really want is, yeah, is to try something new and just challenge myself a bit, and I think this box is definitely going to do that. So the challenge was where rivers flow. Take yourself mentally or physically to a place where rivers flow, woodlands flourish and valleys meet. This month's box is inspired by our featured artist's love for exploring the beauty of the great outdoors. Play about with sweeping, scraping and scribbling your pastels to form tactile textures and fine details to your artwork. Anyway, so I will be back in a few days when I've mulled this over a bit, and I'll have a go at the challenge. If you're waiting for your Scrawlr box, I hope you don't have to wait too long. Let me know what you think of it. I know there have been a lot of, the last few months with all of the subscription boxes, there's been a lot of, oh, are we pleased with these? Are they still good value? I feel like I've got really good value this time, and I did last time as well. I loved the last box too. So yeah, really happy with this. Be interested to know what everybody else thinks. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that or found it useful, and I will see you again in a couple of days.